Hi there, welcome back to the Cordless Vacuum Guide. And in this video, we'll be looking at Dyson's latest hard floor vacuum, the Micro 1.5kg stick vacuum. It's Dyson's second hard floor vacuum after the OmniGlide, but this variant is different in several aspects, which I'll discuss briefly in this review. The Dyson Micro is a miniature version of the current V-series lineup that includes the V10, V11, and the V15, hence the term Micro. It has a similar form factor, but is much smaller in stature versus a Dyson stick vacuum. Everything in the Micro is downsized to reduce as much weight as possible, plus it has one feature that I hope will cross over to the full-size lineup. The size reduction improves handheld usability immensely, but with some drawbacks I'll discuss later on. I've spent many hours testing this product, putting it through my usual series of tests with cleaning performance, usability, and much more. There's a lot to unpack, so let's get into it. Before I go through the basics of this vacuum, I'd like to point out some differences with the Dyson Micro across different markets. North American consumers will get a gold version, meaning the wand and body have a gold finish. Plus it has two extra attachments, including the light pipe crevice tool and work top tool. Asian markets will get a more muted charcoal gray variant that has fewer attachments. Out of the box you'll get three. These include the combination crevice and brush tool, mini turbo brush, and the micro fluffy cleaning head. Both the OmniGlide and Micro use the same style connection ports, so their attachments are interchangeable. The Dyson Micro retains the same framework as a full-size Dyson stick vacuum, meaning it has the same horizontally aligned dustbin and a handle below the motor. But it doesn't have a trigger. Instead, Dyson put in a push-button switch on top, similar to the OmniGlide. If you've used a Dyson stick vacuum, I'm sure you're familiar with the ergonomic issues from the trigger, like arm fatigue. Having a switch instead of a trigger reduces these concerns since your arm will be more relaxed, not having to squeeze anything. This feature, combined with the lightweight form factor, makes this the best Dyson handheld I've tested. If there's a way that Dyson could add a hair screw tool for the Micro, it would really amplify its usability as a handheld on upholstery. However, it's not all roses, as the weight reduction also means a smaller dustbin capacity of just 0.05 gallons or 0.18 liters. It has a sealed system that didn't leak during the fog test, which is a great sign for allergy sufferers. Runtime is another consequence of the downsized form factor because of the smaller battery. Dyson says on their website that it will run for up to 20 minutes, but runtime tests exceed this figure as it lasted for up to 27 minutes with the micro roller attached. Realize that I did the runtime experiments after charging and using up the battery several times, so the figure you see isn't from an unused battery. With all that said, Dyson isn't marketing this stick vacuum as a whole home cleaner, but as a lightweight spot cleaning tool for hard surfaces, which is its primary purpose. Speaking of which, the Dyson Micro is the lightest stick vacuum I've tested. Without any tools attached, it weighs 2 pounds and 0.9 ounces. It goes up to 3 pounds and 4.6 ounces when you add the extension wand and nozzle, which is in line with Dyson's claim of 1.5 kilograms. This low figure is already impressive for a handheld vacuum, but unheard of for a stick vacuum. This lightweight frame gives it a feathery feel, and not having a trigger further eases the burden on your arm and wrist, which makes me wonder if Dyson plans on implementing this feature in their full-size lineup. I hope they strongly consider it, but going back to the topic, the steering feel is similar to the Dyson V8 soft roller, but much lighter. But it lacks the 360-degree steering of the Dyson OmniGlide, which is the biggest difference between the two. The micro fluffy attachment utilizes the same steering mechanism as the V8 fluffy attachment, but more compact. The more compact design allows it to fit in areas a bulkier V8 soft roller attachment cannot. But as I've said earlier, it steers like the V8 and won't have the multi-directional steering that makes the Dyson OmniGlide unique. It also has a single roller system as opposed to the OmniGlide's twin roller system. The Micro retains a trombone-style, hygienic dustbin as the new V-series, where users will have to push this lever forward to empty. The OmniGlide's dustbin has the same capacity, but with a button instead of this lever, but users still need to push down to open and empty. The Dyson Micro battery isn't detachable, unless you unfasten these Torque X screws, unlike the OmniGlide battery that has a release latch, making it easy for users to swap batteries to extend runtime. Lastly, the Micro has the same handle placement as a full-size Dyson stick vacuum below the motor. Hence, it has a similar ergonomic feel, but with a much lighter handle weight. In comparison, the OmniGlide has a straight one-type handle similar to a broom, and you can actually move it side to side like a broom. I'll make a separate video comparing these two in detail, which I'll add in the description once I've uploaded it. Airflow is below average, with up to 32 CFM at the wand and 26 CFM at the cleaning head. Not jaw-dropping figures, but the micro roller attachment has enough agitation to make up for it. One surprise testing this product is how well it picks up on both surfaces. Yes, the Dyson Micro is also usable on carpet. Initially, I thought it would be a quick cleaning test since I'll be doing it only on hard floors. But when I tried it on carpet, the soft roller spun without a hitch, unlike the OmniGlide that stalled. So I had to do the carpet test for you guys. And for a low airflow stick vacuum, the results were impressive. On hard floors, it's at par with full-size Dyson stick vacuums. Passes were clean, and the low airflow isn't a factor on this surface. It was excellent picking up sand on hard floors with a 99.7% average. I didn't expect it to pick up this much on carpet, but it's a pleasant surprise, especially in deep cleaning tests where it picked up 75%. But I would caution you from relying on it solely on carpet since it lacks a stiff bristle brush for agitation. In a practical sense, you can use it to clean light area rugs, something a full-size stick vacuum cannot do. If you've watched my previous reviews, you'll know that I like soft roller attachments because of their efficiency. It doesn't rely too much on airflow to pick up debris, and is a big reason why it's a no-brainer choice for the Micro. This same efficiency applies to edge cleaning as it picked up everything after just several passes. And despite the low airflow, it did well in the crevice pickup test, gobbling up nearly everything on both experiments. Another surprise for me is how well the Dyson Micro soft roller resisted hair tangles. It picked up 96 and 88% on 5 and 7-inch hair strands respectively. Granted, I used the max setting, but for a small diameter roller without any anti-tangle system, this is impressive. However, expect more tangles using the default power setting. Please note that these hair rub experiments I do are extreme, and I doubt that you'll deal with this type of quantity daily, unless you have many pets. Regardless, hair will stick on the middle filter area, so it's something you may need to remove by hand. Another trouble spot would be hair wrapping on the axles, so keep this in mind. Practically speaking, the Dyson Micro is great at picking up daily messes like dust and hair. But it did have some trouble reaching deep under furniture, with the body preventing it from going further. This is another advantage with the cylindrical body of the OmniGlide to consider when choosing between these two. Noise is another con for the Dyson Micro, as it maxed out at 78.5 dB, a touch louder than the OmniGlide. Overall, I'm pleased with the Dyson Micro, thanks to its extremely lightweight design and above-average cleaning performance on both surfaces, which was the biggest surprise for me. In handheld mode, it weighs less than 3 pounds, making it one of the lightest in this configuration. The lightweight frame and push-button switch make it one of the more ergonomically pleasing handheld vacuums I've tested. Arm fatigue won't be much of an issue versus a bigger Dyson like a V11, V15, or even a V8. You could use this on vertical spaces for longer stretches. It doesn't steer like a Dyson OmniGlide, but it has better versatility with the tools out of the box. The mini turbo brush enables it to clean fabric upholstery better, plus the compact body and handle placement make it a better option for cleaning stairs. In terms of value, I like the US market version better than the Asian version since it has more tools, thus provides better value. If you can get the US version, by all means, do so for the extra attachments. Let me know what you think about the Dyson Micro in the comment section below. Consider giving this video a thumbs up if it's been helpful to you. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for future reviews like this. Links are in the description for more information. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.